Hi guys. What I'm going to show you today is how to create an organization structure from Excel to Visio. It's going to be very helpful for you. The only reason is you can do it very simply in Excel and you can just get it imported in Microsoft Visio. So I'm going to use Visio and Office 2010. It's two different applications. If you don't have it in your organization, I think you may need to ask for it if it's like not available, not installed in your computer. So it doesn't come with the Office suite anyway, Microsoft Office suite, excuse me. So we'll start with the organization of the Excel sheet itself. First of all, you need something like unique identifier. Ideally, this ID may be your staff numbers if you're in a big company, or if you have in any company anyway with a big small but has a staff number. If not, you're for instance allocating future structure which you don't have all the staff numbers. That's not a problem. Just create a unique identifier. I've created that for you just to save our time in this video. Names, title, manager. Manager is going to be used by Visio for knowing who reports to who in the structure, so Visio can understand whom to allocate under whom, right? Telephone number, email is very useful information which you can use. Count existing, that's number of staff existing, future staff, and the difference between this and that. And I'm going to show you why I'm doing this. And here also is the cost centers for those who use the cost center. So what we're going to do, we're going to close this one. I saved it on my documents as OS organization structure. For doing this, let me open Microsoft Visio 2010, and I'm going to close this Excel sheet here, because if you open it while you're working on, you won't be able to import it, right? I have here like recently used templates, which is organization structure, organization chart wizard. But I'll go to business, which is there in business for those who doesn't know it, and I'll go to organization chart wizard. It's also in Visio 2003 and 2007, so don't worry about this option. It may look different, but it post Excel and Visio 2003 has the same options. So once I click on metric units and I click OK, that's on the organization structure here, and I'll click create. So to tell you it'll ask me I want to create the organization structure chart from information that already stored in the file or database, or information I enter using the wizard. So I have it already on the Excel sheet. I don't need to enter it in the wizard. So I'll click next, and it's save on Excel file here, the second option. I'll click next, and then it takes already my path because I imported before, and I'll click next. Otherwise, you'll click browse, look for it in your computer, and then just click on it. Yeah. Well, let me do that for you. It's here already. So I click on this one on the my Excel sheet where we stored the documents a while ago. I mean the structure, and then I will click next. Now, if you remember, we said the manager is the person which Visio is going to use for whom reports to who. So we made this as a manager. You can put it X, Y, Z. You can put it whatever you want. At the end of the day, if you want your structure to be captured correct, you have to put it as reports to here, right? And the name, of course, is the name of the person. Then what we'll do, we'll click next, and then this is how it looks like, the data file columns and the display fields. The employee name, and then ABC is the department. So I'm going to keep it this way. We don't need to add anything in the field, because let's say if you add the manager here, it will add it here in that shape, right? Which we don't need anyway in the display. I added that columns before, so I'm gonna add that difference because I'm gonna show you how to use it. I click next. I want the wizard automatically to break my organization structure across pages. No, but I want to get a name on the top as the executive, the first one on the structure. I'll not change anything here. You can explore this yourself, but I'll just click finish. So it will create. It will tell me like processing one page, and it will create my structure. So here we have our little structure organization what we have created, and it doesn't look any like different from what you have. I'm just making it a little bit bigger for you that you can can see it. So you may just do some adjustments, like you want everybody else here, not there. You want to take this a little bit away, right? We will bring a team here, right, just to make it a little bit organized, and we'll say this is team A, and I'll copy this, I'll paste again, Control C, Control V, and I'll just put it here as the second one, the group, the other group, or the other team. So it will ask me here what is the team title, just a little bit adjustments. So I'll say team 1 here, and here's team 2. Obviously this would be your department, what's team 1 and what's team 2. So here it's a little bit looks nice, but it's still not like very much okay with me. So I want to add more information. I want to get to know about what is the how many staff is there, what's the cost centers, and all this other information. How can we put it? How can we make this good to look at? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select Control All, and I'm going to use the display options here. Now when it goes to options, I won't change the width or the height anyway, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to fields, and the title and the name, if you see here, block 1, and the corresponding block is here. Now the other blocks which you don't see here displayed, but it exists, right? So if I click cancel, if I want to add anything like the ID number here or how much stuff, I'm gonna click like this, you know, and then add it here too. For instance, click OK and then try to adjust it. This is not a very good idea, and I'm gonna show you a better way here. I'll click Control Z just to get back, and I'll click Control A just to select all the fields again. I'm very appealing. So what we're gonna do is just gonna make a little bit of some touches in here, and I'm gonna select all the shapes by clicking Control A, and I'm gonna go to Data Graphics. I want to create new graphic data, and I want to create new, and I want choose a field. I'll choose more fields, and I want to see here the ID, right? And I want to click OK. Any field you can choose as you like, and I'm gonna go down here and check color by value. I don't want all my shapes to get, or actually let all the shapes get colors. All the colors are here. You can change them as you like. Just feel free. You can delete whatever also you don't like to get like I'll delete IDs 12 and 11. I don't need colors for that, so I'm going to delete them, and I'm going to leave everything alone as it is. So before clicking apply or anything, I'm going to add another rule in the new data graphic. This rule is going to show me what is the difference. Actually, it's going to make a little bit of icon. So I want to click new one. I'm going to click shape data, and I want to say the difference. The difference in my stuff, I want people who looks in my structure understand which one is increased, which one is decreased, and what is actually the difference. So you click difference here, and you click here, I want an icon set, and here you go. So the difference, if it's 0, means there's no change. So if equal to 0, that means it's no change. If it's less than 0, that's gonna be decrease in my structure. And if it's above, or if it's 0 itself, sorry, if it's greater than, okay, sorry, this is greater than, let us put this greater than, because this is up, we increase. Greater than 0 means there's an increase. Less than 0 means I decreased in the staff. And equal to, actually it is equal to 0 means there's no increase. So I'm going to use this icon as no increase, and I'll click OK. And here what you can do is, here it says to be far right and middle, right? I'm gonna click OK here as well, and I'm gonna apply, just show you how it looks like. So now you see how it became colorful, and it has some indication, right, on what is the data inside. However, there's no information on what we're referring to. It takes the data, but it doesn't display them. So can we display this? Yes, of course. If we go to organization structure and we click display, and here it comes to default screen. right? And if you click on fields, just leave the options alone. Block 1 here is that block, and block 2, 3, 4, 5 is the ones here. And the difference between this, if you try to add more information here, is like the existing stuff and all, it looks messy. So you better use these ones. So I'm going to use here the cost center on the block 2 here. So it's changed to cost center. Block 3 I'm going to use as the difference. So it will show what is the difference in my structure, whether I increased one staff or two staff or no staff increased. Down on number 4, that block, I want to show the count of existing staff, and here I want to show the count of future stuff, right? And I'll click OK, and that would make more sense to people who's using it. But guess what? The arrows is overwriting the number. I mean, it's over the numbers already. So I'll go to the data again. I'll go to the data shape, and then right click, edit, and in edit I'll go here on the difference where it displays this icon set. This one's here, and I'll click edit item. And what we're gonna do here, I'll say use default instead of right edge and all. So I'll click OK, and I'll click apply, and that's gonna do it on the right edge in the middle, as you see here. If this is okay with you and it's okay with me, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna click outside this shape, and now you see that this is very indicative for your structure. First of all, it's color wise. Second thing, if the arrow is up, you have here +1, means you increase staff, so increase a lot of staff here. From 10 you gone to 15, so increased 5 staff, and here you're reducing 1 staff. However, if somebody's looking at it, you are the only one can understand it. So let us put one thing before we go. Let us put some legend over here. So I want a vertical legend. So it comes like this. If you want it horizontal legend, you can do like that, right? And you can delete this one. Anyway, I'll just Control Z, and I'm gonna use this one. Okay, so here you can edit wherever you have space on the page, right? So we better edit here anyway. If you have constraints on the page like this, you may try to realign it. So here you got the legend. Now it shows you the ID and the difference. I'm gonna increase this a little bit. So if this one, you means you can edit that one, by the way. You can say indicates the increase and stuff. Here you can say decrease and stuff, and here you can see no, you can say sorry, no change. So like this, people will understand what the indicators say. You may also come here and insert some a little bit of text box, and you say that um, the number on the right hand side, for instance, equals so, and this and that. So you can explain a little bit more here, or you can simply take a screen picture from your Excel sheet, which indicates actually what's the change as a summary here. You can paste it here also. So from Excel sheet, we know now how to create a full structure. Now, suppose you created your full structure, you're happy about it, and now you want to add more fields, which this become not feasible anymore. You don't need all these fields. So you check all again, and we'll go to organization structure and display options. Now they are permanent people. We know exactly what's going on in our structure, all approved, and we're going to change this to be more meaningful, like email address, and we are going to change the upper one to be on, let's say, the left hand side up here to be the telephone number. So it's going to change this to the telephone number and all. Now if you have constraints here, you have to do something about that width increase. So let us increase the width a little bit here. You say okay, and that increase um, your structure well. The only thing what you need to do is the alignment, of course, of the shapes here, right? So if you take this a little bit far, that's too far for the structure. So anyway, you can adjust this to suit your need. I'm gonna just Control Z and leave it as it was before. So So what I would say here, you can just change your structure as you wish, and you can save them as you like at the end of the day. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was not too long. I hope you got useful information. Um, the last thing we can finish with is you can export this back to Excel. I'll say export, and I'll say save. And if you go back to Excel, um, right, just the one we created now, I think it's gonna open up. Oh, so anyway, it's here, the export here, right, and you will see, sure enough, your information from the structure is being transferred back to your Excel sheet. So in either way you do it, here or here, it's up to you. Thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next video.